Hi there, I'm Mukti. I'm the founder and formulator of Mukti Organics, and I'm here today with Laura, my brand manager.
Hi.
And we're just going to address a few FAQs.
Yes, we get asked the same questions all the time on Instagram or when we meet people at events. So we're just doing these videos to cover some of those topics and hopefully remove some of the confusion. So today's video is about product layering and skincare regime. So what are the steps in an ideal skincare regime, and what do we need to know?
Okay, so the first and most important step is to start with a clean palette.
Yes.
So particularly at the end of the day, it's super important to cleanse your skin because you want to remove dirt, makeup, impurities, and also your sunscreen. So even if you don't cleanse in the morning, which I recommend if you've got combination oily skin, but if you don't cleanse in the morning, then you should definitely be cleansing or even double cleansing at night time. So if your skin is more dry and or normal to dry or dehydrated, then you want to be looking to use a cream cleanser or a hydrating cleansing lotion. So this one is
kind of comes out, it looks like a moisturizer. This is actually the cleanser I use.
yeah, it does, and I use this one as well. It's not going to dry the skin out. It hasn't got a lot of surfactants in there. It's also pH balanced, which is another very important factor when it comes to cleansing your skin, because soap is very high in pH, or it's very alkaline, so it's very drying and can be very damaging on the skin. So you never ever want to use soap on your skin. This one here is a cream base. As I said, it'll remove your makeup and it'll remove sunscreen, dirt, impurities, and then it just leaves a nice fresh canvas for you to work off.
Yeah. So in the morning, I put that all over my face, and then I really like to get a hot face cloth. Like put my face cloth under a hot tap, bring it out, and then just rub it off. And I just feel like not only is my skin completely clean, it's actually soft. It's not got that kind of dry feeling after a wash, like a foamy wash.
Yeah, you don't want to be drying out your skin because then that sets it up for a whole lot of other problems. It actually sends a message to the oil glands or sebaceous glands to then produce more oil to balance the skin, which you don't want to be doing.
Okay.
So, and over cleansing can be bad for your skin as well. So you just really want to use a cleanser to take off dirt, makeup, and impurities, and not to over cleanse is also important. If your skin is more prone to combination oily, then cleanliness is a #1 priority and keeping your skin super clean. Again, you don't want to use a very foaming, harsh surfactant based cleanser because that again will create problems. So you want to use a nice gel-based cleanser. So we have a balancing gel cleanser, which has got very gentle plant-based surfactants in there that will cleanse the skin and remove any dirt, makeup, oil, and impurities. And then we also have a new product.
It's not out yet, but it might be out by the time you watch this
video.
It's on its way.
This is a new gel cleanser. Beautiful gel base, and what's fantastic about this is that it is made from plant sugars and it has absolutely no essential oils, no fragrance, no nut oils. So this is developed and designed for people with that have sensitivities or allergies and want a mild cleanser for their skin. You can also use this if you want to double cleanse. You can use this in conjunction with either one of the cleansers as well. So beautiful gel-like texture.
Okay, so really you create this as a solution to having a cleanser for people that have got rosacea and quite severe, or sometimes not so severe, but the redness, who they get a stinging effect often with products, so it just needs to be really clean, doesn't it?
Yeah, and also I'm finding more and more people are having fragrance allergies and sensitivities, not just to synthetic fragrances, but also to essential oils as well. So this is also for those people that fit into that category. Now, what you'll notice is that it is quite gel-like. You only need to use a small amount. That'd probably be enough to cover the face, so a good little amount like that. And then you cover your skin while it's still dry. and then you rinse it off afterwards.
So it kind of, well, hence the name really, it melts into your skin
Yeah.
and then you wipe it off.
It creates a milky emulsion. You want to add water to it to take off your cleansers. With any cleansers, you want to use water to take them off, unless you're just using coconut oil. You want to remove them with a warm flannel. I also like to put this one on my skin when it's, you can also put it on when your skin's dry as well.
I actually do put mine on when my skin's dry.
I prefer that.
Yeah, I do.
So,
there's no right or wrong.
No.
If you have the hydrating cleanser, try it both ways. I put mine on a dry face, and then sometimes my fingertips are a little bit damp as I rub it in, and then I take it off with the cloth. But you'll find what works for you, I think.
yeah. So that's cleansing. And then you want to follow up with moisturising. So then you start your layering effect.
Great. So I've got a clean, dry face.
Yes.
And then the next step, and definitely I've discovered in the last year that this is easily the most unknown weapon, and it's like one of the lowest price point products, but people just don't realise the importance of misting before they begin their skincare regime.
Yeah. So traditionally you would use a cleanse tone moisturiser. So, and toners normally traditionally had alcohol in them, so it was quite astringent and drying on the skin. So with using a hydrating mist or a balancing mist, we're using the plant hydrosol.
Yeah.
So it's very gentle on the skin. The rose blossom one is predominantly a rose hydrosol, which comes from Bulgarian rose, certified organic. Not only does it smell beautiful,
it smells amazing,
but what it does is it helps to, it has quite a few different functions. So it helps with spreading the product.
Yes.
And it helps with penetration of the product.
Yeah.
And it just removes any residual leftover cleanser as well, if there's any on there.
Yeah. I think if you imagine all the pores on your face as pathways, it's like they're closed, and I feel like the toner opens everything up to then receive the good stuff.
Yeah, so in order for oils to penetrate, you need both oil and water for them to deliver it into the skin. So with the balancing toner, that's more of a citrus-based toner. It's a neroli, orange blossom, and then it's got witch hazel in it, so it's more astringent. So that's better for your combination oily skin.
Who is also the person that's using the gel cleanser.
Yes.
So we've got them covered. Great.
Yeah, exactly. You can use them independently of each other. They can also be used throughout the day to uplift the senses. So the orange is really nice in the afternoon if you're having that 2 p.m. slump. And you can also use it over the makeup just to spritz.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Or just to kind of wet
and
yourself
travel
up.
with it.
Oh, beautiful for travelling. We've also got this
I've got makeup on today, just tinted moisturiser, bronzer, concealer, nothing major. And you would think that spraying it with a mist would disrupt everything, but it actually just adds moisture back into everything without disrupting it at all.
It just sets it, and you can use it after you put on your makeup, absolutely. Or if you're feeling a bit dehydrated or you just want that little boost. So that's when you'd use your mist spray. And then you can follow with, you follow with your lighter products first through to your heavier products. So you'd start with your serums, or your boosters, which are the same consistency, and then you would add your moisturiser, your daily moisturiser with sunscreen, ideally if you are in Australia or really anywhere.
Well, anywhere now, considering how hot it is everywhere.
Yeah, so we've got the daily moisturiser with sunscreen and the tinted moisturiser with sunscreen. So you're using the tinted moisturiser today?
Yep, I'm using the tinted.
Yeah. So once you've applied all your other products and you've layered them, this is your final step. So you can choose either from the tinted, which is, it's a beige coloured tint. Now, it wasn't necessarily designed for every skin type or every skin tone, but what it does is it just balances out the skin.
It just blends in super easily. It's not a foundation, which is why I like it. So with a foundation, you might have a selection of, let's say, 20 colours to salute your exact skin colour, but with this, it's just a small amount of pigment back in the moisturiser to just give you a little bit of coverage if you're not someone who likes wearing a heavy foundation. But if you want to just continue using whatever foundation or tint that you have on your skin, really the best place to then begin is just your moisturizer with sunscreen with no tint in it.
So then you can just use your daily moisturizer, which is just a non-greasy zinc oxide, and that's just a lovely cream. It hasn't got any fragrance or scent in there. It's got no essential oil, so it's also good for people that suffer from any sensitivities or allergies towards fragrance. Again, it just moisturizes the skin. It creates creates a really good primer actually if you're going to follow up with any powders or you're going to follow up with a foundation. So if that doesn't match your skin tone, which it's not necessarily designed to do, it's just to give you that even coverage like you have on today. But if you prefer something that's non-fragranced and just a plain moisturizer with sunscreen, and then you can use your concealer or you can use your foundation over the top of that.
And traditionally I used to always associate any type of moisturizer or sunscreen that was using a zinc oxide as being whitening and also creating that really kind of sticky feeling on the skin that you really knew when you had zinc on. But with this, even although it's got an amazing 20% zinc oxide, you don't get any whitening or stickiness at all.
So that's the equivalent of an SPF 30, and it will give you moderate protection. The ones that have that tend to have that stickiness usually have an adherent in there, or they'll have some sort of a wax in there because they've been waterproofed. Also, once you get over 30 plus, you're then introducing chemicals because you can't get higher than a 30 plus.
So that's the stickiness,
That can be the stickiness that can be some sort of adherent to the skin. We've also got to be considering the effect that wearing sunscreens has on the marine environment as well. So zinc oxide's come a long way since its first inception. You can get micronized zinc oxide that the particles are very fine. They'll still sit on the surface of the skin. I mean, most of us are zinc deficient anyway, so I can't see much harm in having that additional zinc in your system or in your body. But it does sit on the surface of the skin, and it creates a slightly tacky feel, but you want that because that's what's giving you the protection, UVA and UVB, so it's reflecting the light.
Great. Okay, so I've cleansed with either my hydrating cleanser or my balancing cleanser or a new calming cleanser. Then I've applied my mist toner, so either the rose blossom for normal skin, or if I have oily skin, the orange neroli. Is that correct?
Orange blossom. Yes.
Orange blossom. And so then you said the next step is all the small bottles, the serums. So I'm putting on one or two of those usually. Am I right?
Yeah. So you'd be using, depending on what your skincare concerns or needs were, you'd be using your different serums, your day serum, your age defiance day serum, for example, and your B and your C. Again, if you're in a hurry, you can just put these all on your hand in one.
Oh, I've seen you do this. Sure.
So
put it all on the back of your hand.
I'm running late. I've got to get the kids in the car to school.
That's my life.
There's porridge all over my face.
That's me.
And all over the kids' faces. I don't have time for this layering stuff. I'm just going to quickly put a couple of drops of all my serums. I'm going to use a bit of so I've put the B and the C on. I'm going to use a bit of the hyaluronic. That's just the tiniest amount, honestly the size of a match head. And then I'm also going to add my day serum in there.
So it sounds like a lot, but actually when I look at it there, it's not that much bigger than, let's say, your thumbnail.
And then I'm going to add... I'll put this on first.
To demonstrate,
and then I'm going to add a few blasts of the mist, and then I'm going to just spread all that together, and then I would apply that to my my face, neck, and décolletage, and then you can continue on. Remember to take it right up behind your ears and onto your ears as well. Just one other thing I want to point out with that too is when you are putting on your sunscreen, start at your ears and work back into the mid-center of the face. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of the time we forget to protect our ears, or
Yeah.
we stop here, and then if you look under a woods lamp, you can see the sun damage from where you've stopped, or the demarcation line. This sort of happens after the age of 40. That's when you start to see the real damaging effects of the sun as well. So, you know, you might be thinking you're getting away with it, and then
you never are.
come 40, it all comes out, or thereabouts. So whatever you can do to protect yourself and feed your skin and nurture your skin, it's vitally important.
Great.
On a daily basis. Did that cover your question? There was something else you were going to say.
I just had one question. When you have misted and put in your serums, do you kind of need to let them sink in a little bit before you then add your moisturiser, like
Yes,
for
ideally.
a minute or two?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And again, if you are taking the time to layer your serums, then just allow each one to absorb. So you might just want to, you know, put one on. So, you don't have to wait. You know, you don't have. It's about a 30-second.
I have a little trick, which is so I cleanse, mist, put my serums on, and then I clean my teeth.
That's great. Perfect. Yeah. So then you still, you know, time managing. So yeah.
And then I do my last step.
You might want to, you know, buff your nails or something.
You should see my nails.
Is that why they're under the table?
Yeah. Okay. So that's how many steps is that? So you cleanse, toner, your serums, and moisturiser. So 4 steps really is in your ideal skincare regime.
Yeah, and then depending on what specific concerns you have as far as what your skincare goals are, you can use the different booster serums.
Yes, I mean all of our products are very prescriptive, so we don't follow a one-size-fits-all approach. I think it's really important that you get in touch if you've got specific skincare concerns and questions, and you can get from us a tailor-made skincare regime which is unique to just you, and that really is the best solution to make sure that you're using the right products.
Yeah, so we have qualified beauty therapists or estheticians on our team, and they can help you to customise a skincare regime or ritual that's suitable for your concerns or needs. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Absolutely.
Okay, I hope that helps.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.